Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Fields throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st down, Fields goes right back to Smith again. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Fields throwing again. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Fields. Touchdown! It's complete. Devontae Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bullock's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Runs over him. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field. The the two corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Fields now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw going into the hands of Williams. 2nd and 8. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Bowden now to return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Fields throw there taken in by Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julian Blackmon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Kene Nwangwu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 17-14. is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On the ground, Kamara. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff, here's Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. They'll check this one down to Bowden, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
2nd and 2. Trunks over him. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 16-yard line. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Kene Nwangwu with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Pulling good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give. This is Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He's got it to Williams. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen for Nwangwu. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry on 1st down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Tannehill.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They snap it to Tannehill. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They run it again with Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New Orleans, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.